Um, well, most importantly, I was in that situation, and I tried on this EP and on the record that's going to come out next year. I wanted to not write a song that wasn't something I was personally experiencing or going through, and I found myself in that situation, and I just thought the concept was interesting. I thought it was important. I was raised to be, chivalrous and, open doors and pull out chairs and do the whole thing. And I think it's just as important for a guy, if it's getting serious, to bring it up and to talk about it. I think I wasn't sitting around one day and was like, I'm going to go do country music. I was, it's kind of a feeling that came from within, and it's something that I was following, and part of me following that journey and, coming back home and writing this and wanting people to realize the authenticity in my nature and where I was following my heart comes from writing things that I'm going through and things that I'm living, and some of them happen to be, they tinge on, being a little bit more adult, and I've gone through a lot more real life stuff in my mid-20s than I did in my early 20s and my teens, and, from my mom beating breast cancer to, really serious things in my life have happened, and I don't like to dwell on them too much because I don't want anyone to feel sorry for me, because there's people going through a lot worse, but I wanted the music to reflect my story, and that's what country's always been, is stories and how you tell them, and the authenticity in the way that you tell them. I mean, that's what Garth Brooks says. I mean, he finally answered, what makes country music, and it's just authenticity. It's doing what is in your heart and how you feel, and that's where all this comes from. And ironically, it's kind of hard for me to write party songs, and it's weird to say that coming from a band that was so centered around having a good time, and I still have a good time, but you got to write about that kind of the real life stuff too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally. I would say I was pretty nervous about saying that this is what I was going to do at first and not do the band anymore, and I was a little nervous about how they'd react, because we have super passionate fans, and I mean, it's been a pretty awesome response. Some of them are like, I wish the band would get back together, of course, but most of them are, I feel like, pretty surprised by the way that they like it, and how I keep seeing tweets and Facebook messages and stuff. They're like, I mean, I didn't like him going solo at first, but now I can't believe that I like this music so much, and also I had no idea I like country music, which is really the coolest thing to me, because, exposing people to a genre of music that they didn't think that they liked, and knowing that they could like it, is that's kind of a cool feeling. But it's been awesome.